Halo YouTube. Ya, semoga suara gue masuk dan suara gue nggak bermasalah kayak waktu streaming sebelumnya ya. Ternyata gue tuh ada salah setting di Nvidia Broadcast, guys. BTW, selamat bergabung kalian. Bentar, ini ya transisinya belum pindah. Dah. Wih, muka gue muncul. Ya, kembali lagi bersama saya di sini. Dengan saya akan memainkan game Genshin Impact. Merosot, bodo amat. Oh ya, oke. Awalnya ya kalian tahu gak sih manjat ini tuh ya agak perjuangan gitu bikin thumbnail di atas pohon gitu ya. Oke, fokus kita hari ini Archon Quest. Ini moga aja streaming gue lancar ya. Soalnya kan gue streaming rada agak siangan nih, siang menjelang sore lah. Dan streaming ini nih gue batasin sampai jam 5 aja. Karena gue ada jadwal olahraga guys. Kita harus tetap jaga kesehatan, main juga harus dibatasi teman-teman. Commission dulu deh yang utama. Sama nanti gue pengen convert resin dulu deh. Nggak usah deh, ini hari Senin. Hari Senin kita sekalian weekly boss. Paling satu dulu lah. Yang gampang. Kemarin tuh gue pakai room echo beta dari Nvidia Broadcast. Terus suara mikrofon gue tuh jadi aneh. Tuh gue kayak agak ya. Waduh, agak kecewa sih. Gue juga nggak terlalu merhatiin. Bentar deh, gue cek dulu deh. Suara gue udah bener apa belum. Sebentar ya kawan-kawan. Ini ya gue live stream di jam-jam segini, orang lagi pada sekolah, lagi pada sibuk ya. Biarin lah, gue ada waktunya ya jam segini soalnya. Oke, suara gue udah masuk teman-teman ternyata. Puji Tuhan, berarti lancar. Suara masuk, suara Genshin tadi juga udah masuk. Gue tes. Saatnya bermain. Nggak kepencet dong. By the way guys, di sini ya buat yang main Genshin udah tahu ya. Nahida udah bisa di pull nih. Gue fix bakal nge-pull dia sih. Ya kalau bisa sama senjatanya lah. Gue berharap nggak banyak lah. C0 juga nggak apa-apa. Bentar. Oh, kita udah bisa nuker ini juga. Kita tuker dulu lah. Jangan. Biar inget. Mantap. Mungkin di akhir live kali ya kita bakal ngepull. Jadi kalau kalian yang setia nungguin pasti bakal melihat gua ngepull apakah gua hoki atau tidak gitu. Kalau nggak ngeliat juga nggak apa-apa kan, karena nanti pas gua udah end stream bisa dilihat dalam bentuk video ya. Kalau ke daerah sini ini apa ingetnya si Zhongli, soalnya Liwei nih. Archon Geo. Kekuasaannya Archon Geo. Bennett gue kebakaran. Heh. Terus banget manjat ya. Males banget gue manjat sebenarnya. Tapi ya sudah lah ya. Cuaca sekarang kalau lagi panas panas banget. Kalau lagi hujan dingin, dingin banget. Ini bisa berdiri dulu. Napas hampir aja. Genshin Flowers. Oh, satunya di sini. Aduh. Gue dengar-dengar katanya dari pembahasan Nahida tuh broken ya. Oh ya, ini juga ada ini nih apa? Game ya, Adventure Trial. Test run belum gue coba. Sabar nanti. Semenjak ada elemen dendro makin seru lagi sumpah reaction di Genshin Impact ini ya. Enak banget dia berteduh. Kita masih harus ada misi. Tidak bisa santai-santai guys. Mana lagi nih? Wait, ini dulu deh. Gue kira waktu itu tuh ya mikrofon gue rusak, ternyata tidak. Gue nggak merhatiin settingan Nvidia broadcastnya. Niatnya tuh pengen menggunakan fitur, tapi kalau kita salah setting juga malah merugikan gitu loh. Ini gue bisa live Senin kebetulan gara-gara kalau Senin tuh gue online kuliahnya, jadinya cepet gitu loh. Aduh.
The wrong test subject.
Deep breath.
Who's next? No time to lose.
Gue penasaran pengen nyobain Nahida. Gue belum nyobain loh, bener.
Bring it on.
Duh.
Let's light it up. There is no escape.
Ini datarannya Liwe memorable banget ya. Dulu berpetualang bareng temen waktu masih banyak waktu kosong. Aduh anjir. Sumpah. Babi di Genshin Impact tuh area damage-nya ini loh, gede banget.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Ini api unggunnya kasihan banget kena reactionnya. Nah ini dia last. Gue penasaran deh jam-jam segini nih kalau di friendlist teman-teman gue siapa aja yang bisa on ya. Wih lumayan banyak yang on loh. Oh nih Riff lagi on juga.
Adventure team, assemble.
Scatter. Ha. Who's next? No time to lose.
Yang kocak dari slime yang angin tuh gitu. Dia kok lagi terbang. Posisi dia ngembang tuh. Kita pakai hero panah. One hit meledak dia. Kocak banget dah. Bentar lagi MC gue kalau gue dapet Nahida nih, kalau dapet ya guys ya, gue ganti udah. Nahida bisa bikin ini
No time to
bangunan
lose.
cuy.
Shine down. Let's light it up.
Kadang sometimes ya Tartaglia broken guys. Nah ntar nih gue pengen nembak musuh terus gue bom, atau enggak nembak musuh nih terus efek riptide-nya ngenain bomnya, bakal OP. Kita tunggu aja.
Who's next?
Adventure time. I'm going in. Huh? Illusion shattered.
Butuh kadal tuh nggak dapet, bangke.
No time to.
Dia lari di batu, lari di tempat ya bisa dipanah. Salah. Ini ada ini baru nih. Dendro hipostasis, buset dah ngomong hipostasis saya susah amat. Edward mantap. Wih, halo halo halo, selamat bergabung. Mantap juga, bro.
Ad Astra Abyssa. Thank you for Ad Astra Abyssa.
Hmm. Waduh, reputation quest. Lagi ada reputation quest nanti deh. Hari Senin semua ngeriset ya baru ini. Salah. Gue gak sabar pengen ngelawan Sakramos juga woi. Gila perjalanan gue masih panjang. Cukupkah sampai jam 5? Semoga sih cukup ya. Nggak cukup ya udahlah ya. Ya udah. Party ini deh. Gue lagi suka pakai Kazuha Tartaglia tuh lagi gue suka pakai.
Get out of here. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night. Wind strider, you're mine.
Waduh, dikit lagi woi. Tanggung banget.
No time to lose.
Agak ngeselin ya, dikit lagi. Waduh, ditabrak.
No time to lose. Tidal wave. Bring it on.
Dah, habis ini Archon Quest. Mari siapkan otak untuk menerima banyaknya percakapan. Mana ini? Wait, di Inazuma. Bukan Inazuma, ampun, ngawur banget. Sumeru. Kok jadi Inazuma? Astaga. Gue belum tuh masuk ke piramidnya Sumeru. Masih banyak banget, buset. Kita tes run dulu buat dapetin reward.
Get out of here! Out of the frying pan! Everybody stand back! Let's light it up! Yeah! Nice and spicy! Huh? You're toast! I'm going in! Out of the frying pan!
Jadi kangen pakai razor. Goba sumpah kocak banget. Goba kalau balik lagi ke wujud aslinya gimana ya? Dia menyusut, woi. Dewa kompor.
Nice and spicy! Fire hazard! Good bishop do! As a good knight should. You're toast! Out of the frying pan, the fuse is lit! A festive reprise! As a dutiful maid would. I'll catch up. Yep.
Petasan. Jeder. User Yoimiya tiap hari kayak main petasan ya berarti. Oke, ini dia yang ditunggu-tunggu. Nahida. Semoga tidak mengecewakan sih. Gue baru dengar orang katanya ini broken. Ya kita coba sendiri aja. Dia ngapain sih ininya?
Everyone hold hands.
Oh, kayak waktu event yang apa? Ya gitulah. Coba kita coba. Kok kayak Kli ya? Bukan kayak Kli juga sih.
Let the show begin.
Let's spark things up.
Share my knowledge.
Buset, bikin rumah dia.
Hey.
Ini broken sih.
Everyone hold hands. Come on, we can do it. Make yourselves at home. Hey.
Aduh,
Surrendering and be gentle. Come a little.
Let's dance. Committed to memory. The Temple of Wisdom. Your toast.
buset. Ngeri banget. Oke, cukup trialnya. Nanti gue nggak perlu trial lagi. Harus ngepull itu. Lumayan. Buat ngepush Spiral Beast. Oke, kita ngomong sama Candice.
Candace, we're here. Has everyone arrived?
Everyone is already waiting inside.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's join them.
Please, wait a moment.
What's the
Before
matter?
attending the meeting, I hope you can promise me one thing.
What do you need?
Promise me that you won't commit to anything too reckless.
What do you think?
Okay.
Mari kita mulai chapter 3.
Everyone's here so early.
Lengkap.
Why isn't anybody talking?
Orang-orang Sumeru nih.
We already discussed things a bit.
Hey, where have you been? I've missed you too.
Are you ready?
We can start
Very
now.
well.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
I gotta admit, it's bold. Color me impressed.
It's worth a try. The point of discussion is to arrive at a solution. Let's cut the small talk and move to the next point.
You're making Paimon nervous.
You're finally done.
I have some other stuff to take care of. Catch you all later. Come on, don't give me that face. I know what you're going to say. I'll be careful.
That's what I wanted to hear. Take care. Well, traveler, Paimon, judging from your expressions,
You can tell?
I'm not that good at scheming or strategy, but I can sense
Wih,
people's
gila, keren banget.
emotions. And based on your reaction, things must have gone quite well.
Kalian yang cukup unik. Deh.
Paimon's a little worried. Hopefully nothing will go wrong.
To be honest, I feel the same. But you're already some of the most capable people I know. So you have my trust.
Who Candace gave us a compliment.
Your deeds speak for themselves.
Candace, we stayed behind to tell you that, although you won't be coming with us, we'll be sure to remember your words.
I'm very glad to hear that. I've said the same thing to everyone here today as I said to you when you arrived. Only when you're safe can the plan be successful. So you're welcome. Good luck.
Udah kayak perpisahan si Kyojiro mau pisah sama Shinobu gitu loh. Pas pamitan Kyojiro mau, ini Kyojiro Rengoku ya, yang di Demon Slayer yang mau menjalani misi di kereta. Let's go. Suara burung gagak.
Sounds good. I'll go make some preparations.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll hit them.
Have you finished saying your goodbyes?
Yeah. Also, Candace told everyone to be careful.
Yes, she did. But I think my point also bears repeating. Our plan is not child's play. We won't be able to achieve anything if we're simply careful. We must go beyond that and fully commit ourselves to it. I hope this is clear to you.
Huh? Shouldn't you be saying?
Didn't we already do that during the meeting?
You can never have enough words of encouragement.
In that case, Candace can cuddle you to your heart's content while I continue to remind you of the seriousness of our situation. We all have our jobs to do, after all. It's like how some people can be put in charge of logistics while others will fight on the front lines.
Speaking of the front lines, you don't look anything like a soldier.
Of course. Compared to the mercenaries, I'm merely a feeble scholar. But the advantage of not being a mercenary is that I get to stay in a safer place and offer my strategic insight. Just think about that mercenary who lost his mind. Mercenary groups are facing constant danger every single day.
Well, being a scholar is also a high-risk occupation, and you are a scholar.
I'm not like the rest of them. Even among members of the same species, some will exhibit far more potential than others.
This guy. Paimon still remembers when those mercenaries in Port Ormos called you a lunatic.
All intellectuals are lunatics in the eyes of fools. I'll take that as a compliment. That reminds me. Do you remember the record we saw in the King Deshret ruins? It mentioned forbidden knowledge. You have a good memory. Forbidden knowledge has the power to drive people insane, but this fact has never been shared with the public. I think those mad scholars and mercenaries we encountered may have all fallen victim to the corrupting qualities of forbidden knowledge. But the academia has always held a different view. They've always believed that symptoms of madness are a side effect of human contact with divine knowledge as mere mortals. Come to think of it, perhaps the Withering, Elazar.
But Paimon thought that at least that's what Tainari told us. Wait a second.
Ah, you've connected the dots. The cause of Irminsol's illness may precisely be the pollution from forbidden knowledge.
But if that's the case, what should we do? This is...
Wait. Why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution to this situation?
You mean, it's related to the scene you saw when you passed out in the Avidia forest? That whole... the world...
In that case, it's imperative that we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Only by working with her to save Irminsol can we completely resolve the problems Sumeru currently faces. To make sure we're still on track, I would like to check on the state of some of our preparatory work.
Where are we going?
To an Eremite base.
Kita ke base-nya Eremite. Let's go. Jauh banget, harus teleportasi kita, guys. Wait, ada kalajengking.
No
Bunuhlah.
time to lose. Let's light it up. Time to go.
Wah,
Punishment!
The wind knows me.
I'll be back.
Who's next?
ini harusnya
No
bener ya.
time to lose.
It's all good. Whatever the boss says.
Oh, you made it.
Huh? What are...
I gave them some...
Ah,
Orang
it's the
akademi ya.
scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
How's the work going?
Nggak tahu, tanya saya.
Ah, yes. We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use, while the others are still under repair.
Aren't those devices for canned knowledge extraction? What are you doing with those?
What are you
Look
doing
here.
with those?
Huh? More canned knowledge? Are you going to put more weird stuff into his head again?
What's that look on your face? Are you scared?
Paimon's a little scared, but very, very furious!
That's an interesting response. Anyway, we're not going to use this just yet. As I mentioned during the meeting, this knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up in the past. The academia should all... Traveler, I want you to record something into this capsule. Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali? Good. Conviction is the most important part of all of this. Now, please get ready and put on this device.
Nope.
You want us to record our conviction into the knowledge capsule?
Yes,
Paimon is still really worried.
I understand. But trust me, Paimon, this is something we have to do. It's best if you can do as I say. Because, to achieve this impossible task, it sounds like you'll need to fool your own heart first. Although it may feel like a trick, self-encouragement may be the
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. As a result, we have changed Sumeru's entire political landscape. Everything went without a hitch, and everyone recognizes and praises our... Now, open your eyes.
Boom.
Here,
What's this?
read it out. It's done.
Is your head okay? Does anything hurt?
It's just a recording. There should be no negative effects.
But what was the point of doing this?
And that's perfectly fine. In any case, these capsules aren't meant to be used by you.
Huh?
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to account for those who have long relied on the Akasha. You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, everything the Akasha transmits to them is nothing short of absolute truth. Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the day you were born. And this device has always... After all that time, what do you think you'd become?
A fool? A machine?
A slave to orders. And that's why rules are so important. In addition, those who understand the rules...
But
You could say that those kinds of ambiguous zones can be very... interesting.
things you're interested in are really out there.
Anyway, I'm going to take those two to work on some small projects.
Small
We're going to tinker with the Akasha...
Untung Al Hitam nggak terlalu banyak ngomong. Dia sendiri yang bilang tuh akhirnya cheat chat. Iya sih terlalu banyak dialog. Ini juga ngeselin. Kita butuh action gitu loh.
I thought we agreed on a plan. How can you go back on your word?
The plan is too radical and carries a high risk for casualties.
But it's still the best plan we have. As a former Matra, you of all people should be able to see the bigger picture.
I did. And that's how I saw the danger behind these so-called advantages.
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in time. Why don't you help me persuade Sino? He's turned against our plan.
We agreed to work out a plan at the meeting. As mercenaries, you're familiar with the local environment. So had I known Al-Haytham would give you those kinds of suggestions, I would not have agreed to the plan.
Look, you already know that we're all on the same side here, don't you?
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship, but also will not hesitate to make sacrifices if they
Seems you really do understand the ways of the desert.
Traveler, Paimon, this is also something you should know. Rahman's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Reebok guards in my capacity as a Matra. We will arrest the mercenaries and escort them into Sumeru City.
Wait, how can...
We can't get through that wall easily, remember? Caravan Rebot would never let so many unregistered members of the Eremites enter Sumeru City. My plan will clear us of any possible suspicion, and also let us enter the city as a big group. There is no better way.
That also sounds like something...
Doesn't Al-Haytham know how dangerous...
Of course he does. He told me. He also said that with the help of Sino and the Traveler, our chance of success would increase significantly. I never blindly trust anyone, and I've always had a good eye for people. I think he made a number of valid points. It's my own choice to trust you.
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and prevent you from getting hurt. But I can't guarantee that kind of discipline from the guards. To make the whole thing more convincing, you'll need to resist to some degree. Casualties are inevitable once push comes to shove. I'm okay with the deaths of enemies. But now that we're allies, I'm against...
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life, and I can say that people like you are hard to come by.
Ya, makanya
I've
beruntung sekali
always
sih.
treated my allies with honesty and respect.
Matra.
Wow, you're making this hard for...
Hey, is there something we can do to help? We can help fight some of the mercenaries, which should reduce the number of times you'll have to struggle directly with the guards. That should help at least a little bit.
Sino, on behalf of my people, I thank you for your kindness. But this is a mission we cannot turn our backs on. We strongly value the lives of our friends, but the goal we are about to achieve is even more important. We have no fear of casualties, because we crave the spoils of victory. So please, lend us your support. We will show you the determination of us desert dwellers.
Well, now that you've put it that way, I can no longer refuse. But remember, you need to follow the plan and not do anything reckless. Candace made it very clear that we can only achieve our goals if we can ensure our safety. Since you and I both recognize the significance of this operation, there should be no more animosity between the followers of the Dendro Archon and those...
Okay, you...
The guards should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there.
Oke.
Guards!
General Mahamatra! To what do we owe the honor?
Keep your voice down. This is a secret operation. I'm going to arrest a large criminal gang near this location. According to the Academia's Guide and Regulations on Secret Operations, I have the right to ask for the cooperation of Caravan Rebot.
Oh.
Of course, of course. Mahamatra Sino's order is the Academia's order. Just let us know what you need.
Good
But
point.
who exactly are you planning to arrest, and how many people are you expecting? Depending on the scale of this operation, we may need to report it to our superiors.
They're a squad of Eremites whose number is comparable to Ain el Akmar in Port Ormos. They're involved in the theft and resale of supplies from the academia.
Politiknya
As
ngeri
many
nih ya
as
Sumeru.
Akmar. This should definitely be classified as a joint operation.
Then I suggest that you report this to your superiors as soon as possible. And treat it as a top
Got it. Please wait a moment. I'll contact them immediately.
Because this is work. Because I try.
Paimon can't believe you're still in the mood to chat. Aren't you even a little worried? What if these guards already know that you... Even if that guard doesn't know?
We discussed this from...
Yeah,
The
I
caravan
remember.
rebot operation is of great importance. But don't worry, the guards there shouldn't know that Sino has stepped down.
How can you be so sure?
First, the other Matra still don't know why Sino has left, which proves that the academia has been covering up the matter.
Second, this is a crucial moment for the academia's god creation plan. If something were to happen to the General Mahamatra, it's bound to attract a lot of unwanted attention. No matter how you look at it, they don't seem interested in sharing the news of Sino's departure.
A reasonable inference. I agree.
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction function of the Akasha will affect our operation.
The Akasha is still in operation, so I must remain on high alert. Actually, considering the power of the Akasha, it's quite strange that it hasn't already tried to interfere with my actions.
I've given that a lot of thought. For now, if you remember, when you first came to Aru Village,
If you remember,
all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that information to those who kidnapped the village keepers, but things like that never happened again after we met up with the traveler.
That's true. But why?
Look at it from a different angle. Why do you think?
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true, but the key to this question is, haven't you ever thought about it? Just how can it do this in the first place?
Because the Akasha controls the entirety of Sumeru.
The academia firmly believes that all human actions can be explained through logic.
By sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive behavioral logic and predict the actions of those who fit an existing logic model. However, at the risk of sounding like an advocate for fallacies, can everyone truly be considered logical at all times? Emotions are part of our behavioral logic. But can you guarantee that every experience of the same joy or pain would be equal? Sino, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the absence of another person who could sway you or your thoughts, the Akasha could produce predictions that were similar to your real-life behavioral principles. Decisive and principled, you were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure you out. But now, you've joined a team. And I believe the Akasha hasn't yet figured out the full composition of it. Our thoughts and logic have intermingled and weaved
Panjang
themselves
banget
together
ini
to become
dialognya.
the Akasha lacks data on these interactions, and it's so. In
Makes sense to me. I agree. The Akasha is not...
I guess there are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate. And people will not be forever trapped. Next time, pay attention during our meeting.
Will do.
Si Sino ingetannya gila banget.
Just remember to stay.
Footsteps!
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here. I'm the security officer of the Grand Deshret Desert District. My name is Luxembarbo.
Luxembarbo. Gila
This
namanya
is my
keren banget.
assistant, the Traveler. He will be working with me. The construct next to him is for his work.
Hey, you remember me? Ya, pasti inget lah Wina. Halo,
What a
selamat
great honor
bergabung
to
Wina
meet you.
Savitri.
Your golden hair is as bright as the sun. And, is this the latest technology from the academia?
Have you made a decision regarding the matter I
Bagaimana
mentioned to your
kabarnya?
subordinate?
It seems to be a dire situation, so of course you will have our full cooperation.
Ini story
To be
Genshin
perfectly
makin banyak
honest,
aja, tapi
I've always
waktu
longed
yang
to go on a mission
mendewasakan
with someone
makin
as
sulit
well
untuk
known as yourself.
kita jalani storynya,
There's no
guys.
need for flattery.
Yes, sir.
Take your most elite platoon and follow me to the eastern side of the district. We will carry out the operation there.
Understood.
Ayo, udah lama nggak mampir.
Map.
Hurry, bring the map.
Kabar mah baik, tapi sibuk soalnya kerja di
In 2 days, we will
Mantap,
engage
semangat,
Ramon's airmites
keren.
and capture all of them. Any questions about the time or location?
None at all, sir.
Good. See you then.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Maybe hanging around the General Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
This is all due to the absolute authority of the academia. And now, we're going to strike back against that massive pillar of power. Get ready.
Oh, seru nih. Few days. Wih. Iya dong, semangat soal dianterin ke tempat kerja itu, dianterin sama Raka atau apa yang atau aku belum cerita ya, lupa. Kayaknya belum cerita deh. Soalnya gue juga udah lama banget kagak stream. Iya, mantap kayak gitu. Kerja harus emang ada motivasi biar lebih semangat.
It's time for the operation. Let's go meet Sino in the desert.
Waduh, ke desert lagi. Wait. Hampir aja salah tadi. Nah, ini.
Over there. Our helpers have arrived already.
Sekarang quest banyaknya di desert ya. Yap, betul sekali.
Wait a moment.
Masih ada Archon Quest, terus juga buset, Paimon kagetnya gitu banget.
You're my assistant,
Masih
remember?
ada apa
Being
ya?
my assistant,
Story
you
quest kalau
must
nggak
stay
salah
with me.
udah.
Now let's head over there.
Side quest tuh belum.
It's
Masih
General
banyak banget.
Mahamatra and his assistants.
Aranara aja tuh
We
belum
meet
sempet
again.
dikejar.
You're here early.
It's to show how important we think the operation is, since this is a big case for the
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve. Remember, we must capture them alive. They are our only leads for the case. If they die, we will be unable to continue the investigation.
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are approaching from the west!
Make preparations and be ready for combat.
Streaming gua aman. Wih.
Oh, what a warm welcome. What do you want? Judging from those shiny weapons in your hands, it seems like you're not interested in a deal.
Ramon, the academia has caught wind of your smuggling and illicit sales.
Ini mau adu mekanik
If
ini,
you
seru nih
value
kayaknya
your
nih.
life, I advise you to surrender.
Kalau dulu tahu soal semua ini pasti kita semua nggak minta questnya dibanyakin. Ya kalau pas kita dulu masih apa ya, ibaratnya sekolah dan lain-lain masih banyak waktu luang sih, kita minta quest dibanyakin sih nggak masalah ya. Cuman kalau udah mulai lulus terus udah ada yang kerja kuliah, kalau questnya dibanyakin ya gimana ya, serba salah juga, 50-50 sih. Mending dikit-dikit kayak dulu lagi. Kalau saat ini sih lebih setujunya ya balik kayak dulu lagi, pengen ya
Who
gitu.
you supposed to
Questnya
be?
dikit-dikit aja
A
gitu.
Matra from the
Kalau terlalu banyak
academia?
buset kewalahan.
I can't believe you came all this way just
Belum
to
kalau ada
catch us.
kerkol dan
I'm
lain-lain,
not here to
kuliahan.
talk.
Oh. Nobody's given me this much time a day since I became a mercenary. Brothers! For that slight, let's wash our blades with their blood. Let's show them we Eremites are not to be messed with.
Wow.
As one with wind and cloud.
Serang, serang, serang. Wih. Kita lihat dulu. Waduh. 1 lawan 3, guys. Ya, kita harus buktikan kalau NPC di sini ini tidak beban gitu. Aku quest yang casual sama pedang legend yang punya pemikiran sendiri aja belum selesai quest pemilihan NPC gitu. Iya sih, bener. Banyak yang belum ya, bener-bener. Kita lihat dulu nih. Oh, ternyata mereka ngebantu, guys.
Time to go. One with nature.
Teamwork is strength.
Bring it on. Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds come.
Shiver.
It's over.
Buktikan NPC Sumeru tidak beban.
We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Eremite mercenaries and related personnel in the area.
Ah, you pitiful Dendro Archon dogs! You'll regret this!
I'm afraid you'll regret it first.
King Deshret will curse you, and you will all!
Jadi bang, aku pengen challenge cuman buat traveler pas di quest Archon nanti. Cuman buat traveler. Waduh, travelernya nih yang apa nih? Elemennya nih.
As instructed by the General Mahamatra.
Yes, sir.
Berarti kan kalau traveler itu kuat, kalau damage-nya nggak seberapa. Paling yang traveler geo nggak sih? Yang traveler geo lumayan tuh, bisa buat batunya bisa buat nahan damage atau nahan apalah dari musuh-musuh buat berlindung.
You are dismissed.
Oh, traveler elemen yang awal, berarti yang angin ya.
Let's talk elsewhere.
Yang kalau ultinya dia bikin tornado.
This part of the plan went really
Bisa-bisa aja sih, daripada kita bosen kan sama Genshin, kita nyoba inovasi baru gitu. Ngide-ngide.
That's fantastic. And that punch you gave Ramon there?
Once we're done here, I'll return to Caravan Rebot and oversee the group's transport. I promise.
Yeah, you're the reason why everything went so well.
It's not the time to celebrate yet. Go join up with her. She will need you to introduce her to Tainari.
Speaking of which, is it really okay for us not to share the full plan with Tainari?
I have a very close relationship with Tainari. Given how well we know each other, I believe my message alone should... If we need help, Tainari, get ready for the next phase of the plan.
Betul, soalnya kalau hero kita udah mulai jadi tuh kayak ya terlalu OP nggak sih, karakter kita kayak jadi tantangannya tuh kurang gitu. Aduh, malah manjat. Wait, ini detail banget loh, lampunya ketiup angin aja sampai terbang-terbang. Nice.
It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And here you come rolling in late. In the time it took you to get here, I already did 5 laps around the place, downed 7 drinks, and even did some clothes shopping.
Sorry. We didn't mean to keep you waiting.
Kalau ngomongin ngebuild
ngebuild
traveler, aku aja cuman ngebuild yang Dendro kalau nggak salah. Baru ngebikin 90 ya pas Sumeru keluar ini, karena pengen punya hero Dendro yang lumayan. Traveler jadi gua build kan. Jadi gimana gitu. Kurang sih sebenarnya, tapi lumayan lah ngeboost buat nge-reaction jadi Dendro enabler.
But where should we start?
Our responsibility is to get a status update on the Fatui Harbinger known as the Doctor. We need to make sure he won't get in our way when we rest. Dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the Doctor were to crash the party, it would be next to impossible for us to achieve our goals.
Yeah, we sure don't want him showing up. Ooh, he really gives Paimon the creeps.
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that. According to the plan, we should first go to Pardis DI and ask for Forest Watcher Tainari. If all Hatham and Sino's sources are solid, then we'll find Tainari and convince him to get us the latest intel on the doctor. Then, depending on what we learn, the sages have placed spies everywhere on the other side of the wall. I'll follow you as a bodyguard. You should be honored.
But Paimon thought mercenaries would do it.
That's certainly true. But when multiple employers are vying for your services, you should always go with the best offer. Let's see. If I were to charge you a bill, I guess I can apply a discount.
How much more do you want? Paimon's not sure we can afford it.
How much do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say?
Bener banget sih. Sayang aja gitu kalau ngebuild material buat traveler kayak agak mikir-mikir, apalagi material talentnya ya. Aduh, masih ada yang lebih bagus daripada traveler sebenarnya. Kalau kita gacha dan dapat.
Smile so that I can be less worried. Looking good. I hope this pretty smile will become our lucky charm. There are many kinds of smiles, but only a truly joyous one can bring blessings to others. Let's consider this smile a down payment for our future victory. Let's go.
Wih, mantap. Kita ke tempat yang kayak surga gitu loh. Surganya Sumeru, tempat yang kayak taman bunga gitu lah. Bah.
He's over there. Let's go say hi. Tainari!
Ah,
Tainari.
traveler, Paimon. And you are?
Long time no see. Part 2 dan itu susah buat bikin damage-nya. Jadi gitu, padahal cuma satu versi. Coba pikirkan kalau mereka bisa pakai vision yang lain, bakal bikin pusing sih. Ya pastinya bikin pusing.
Hey there.
This is our friend Dia. She's an Aramite mercenary.
A mercenary?
Ya, taman kota
you
bagus
must have
tuh.
some big news
Ini ya,
for me.
pemandangannya.
It's something really important. Please help us out.
Ini kita lagi ada di Taman Genshin dunia maya ini.
Alright.
Taman Genshin. Di transisinya mantep.
This place is better. We won't be disturbed by any passerby. Okay, what is this important thing you want to ask me?
Suara alunan apa tuh? Ini seruling bukan sih, kayak pokoknya ya instrumen background musiknya tuh menenangkan banget gitu loh. Genshin Impact, good job.
Fatui Harbinger with the mask. Paimon thinks he has blue hair.
The doctor.
Yes, I know. Actually,
He left.
yeah, he came looking for...
Can I ask what it was about? Sorry to ask you like this after having just met, but your answer is very important to us. For now, all we can share with you is that your friend Sino is working with us.
Sino, you say?
I know.
Hmm.
Dimatra.
I see. Okay. I will answer your questions and will assist you any way I can. You don't have to tell me everything that's happened.
Sino's name really does
Background
work
Genshin Impact
wonders.
bisa tuh dipakai
You're not
buat
even a
tidur
little
kalau
worried
susah
that
buat
we might
tidur
have made it
ya.
all up?
Despite
Yang
what you just
musiknya
met me,
Dragon
I
Spine
can
tuh
sense that you're
bagus-bagus.
the serious type. Between you, the
Tapi hampir
traveler, and
keseluruhan
Sino,
bagus semua sih
none of you
backsoundnya
strike
Genshin
me as the
Impact ya.
type that would conspire to deceive me.
Di
You don't need
tempat-tempat
to tell me
tertentu ada
anything you
backsound
don't
yang
want
enak,
to. I'll also get straight to the point.
menyesuaikan
The Harbinger you
keadaannya.
mentioned came to me because he wanted to take the scholar Hypatia away.
Hypatia? Why would he want her?
And what do you mean by take away? Is he planning to leave Sumeru?
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is imminent.
Kaget ada dokter.
So you mean you're leaving this place soon?
Indeed. Otherwise, we could have perhaps talked a little more. I was just about to set out when I remembered something important.
Tapi the dokter
To that
yang
end, I made a
digambarin
final
di
trip
Genshin ini kelihatan
Hobby's
lebih
DI.
berwibawa gitu
Let
loh.
me
Keren
ask,
banget.
have you been taking care of a scholar by the name of Hypatia?
Your sources are accurate. No doubt because you recruited many informants. But you're right. Hypatia has indeed been receiving treatment from me.
Forgive me for asking, but how's the treatment coming along?
Given the way you're asking, I assume you have something to say.
Stop.
Since you asked, I'll be frank. I would like to take Hypatia to Snezhnaya.
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient. As a scholar yourself, shouldn't you at least be aware of this?
Oh? I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me, to the point of even questioning my general level of knowledge. How unbefitting.
Well, you're the only one who's ever made such a request.
Kalau backsound
I
kotang itu
have
buat
my
tidur,
ways of
kalau
keeping her
kata
safe during the
kontrak
journey.
podcast.
In addition, I can also promise that under my
Iya.
care, Hypatia will receive
Nyimak
the most
backsound Genshin
advanced
tuh
and
mengasihkan
effective
gitu.
treatment.
The dokter Fatu yang
I will
pintar. Oh iya,
personally
jelas.
supervise her
Pintar dan
treatment and see to her
mengerikan
recovery.
gitu.
Would that be agreeable to you?
Hypatia was born in Sumeru and remains a scholar of the academia. Her situation has not become dire enough to necessitate her transfer to another nation. Transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. As the person currently responsible for her treatment, I cannot possibly sign off on this transfer. Your suggestion is rude and reckless. I'll pass. I don't know much about the doctor, but after talking with him, I realized that it's not so much that he's looking down on others, but more that he's so confident in himself and his abilities, to a point of I would never refer a patient to someone like him.
Nahida aja sampai memberikan genosisnya karena apa yang lupa kemarin lihat teman ngerjain guys.
I prepared myself for a protracted battle of wits.
Aku juga ngerjain quest sih, cuman rada lupa-lupa inget gitu loh.
Still, his reaction really concerned
Tapi
me.
Nahida intinya ya sama seperti Archon lain sih, ya ujung-ujungnya memberikan genosisnya untuk berkorban. Tapi beda sama si Baal ya. Kalau Baal kan waktu itu genosisnya dititipin sama ininya kan apa? Si Yaemiko, terus Yaemiko yang ngasih.
Of course, your opinion makes perfect sense. You're still young, but already quite stubborn. I must say, you are not
Kalau
like
Zhongli
what
kan
I had
ngasih genosisnya
expected.
karena emang kontrak.
Under
Kalau
normal
Fenty direbut
circumstances, I wouldn't
paksa
just
kalau nggak
let you
salah.
off the hook like this. But unfortunately, I'm in a hurry today. What with Her Most Noble Majesty the Tsaritsa calling for our return. Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave. It's just as the Academia said. You're a responsible and gifted scholar. Sadly, even with all of that, you're still lacking a bit of shrewdness. And that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what they've learned.
Ngeri di belakang. Ini waktu mereka berpapasan, recalling memory.
Paimon can't help but feel like he's hinting at something unpleasant.
He asked a question, yet didn't care for my answer. Perhaps I'm nothing but a talking rock in his eyes. He never came off as malicious, but an utter lack of compassion permeated throughout our conversation. From his tone, I can sense that he's always
Halo
looked
bang,
down
gue
on
subs
others.
baru, Heroes Gaming. Halo, thank you udah subs.
I can barely believe it myself.
Si Fenty itu
That's
ngalah bang,
true, the
soalnya kan Fenty
situation
pas di
will
quest
be in
itu
our
bisa
favor.
teleport ke Xiao. Mungkin
I
ada
don't
sesuatu yang
think I
membuat Fenty
missed any
mengalah dan memberikan
details.
genos. Teorinya
Frankly
boleh juga.
speaking, I don't
Mungkin
want
ya
you to
bisa
do
jadi.
anything too risky. Now that you know a little more,
Cuman
it
yang
should be
agak
easier
herannya,
for you to
masa
stay
iya
safe.
sekelas Fenty gampang banget gitu diculik genosis. Kayak
Sorry
pas
we can't
lihat
tell you
scene itu kayak
everything.
agak miris
We
aja gitu
appreciate
ngeliat
that you
Fenty.
helped us anyway.
Kok dicolong
I
gampang
won't forget
banget
your
genosisnya,
kindness.
masih nyora lagi.
It's okay. I I have an obligation to do so. To be perfectly honest, all of this may have started because of me.
Scene yang mana bang? Yang ini apa tuh?
Recently, my master
Pokoknya
wrote
pokoknya udah
several
lama
letters
banget
to
deh.
me,
Yang waktu si
asking me to
Venti
return to the
Gnosisnya diambil
academia
itu
and
loh.
assist him with his research.
Gue juga udah lupa bro.
Hasn't he
Udah lama
already
banget
asked you
itu.
several times
Waktu
before?
di Mondstadt.
Yes, but there's something off about this most recent batch of letters. The handwriting and tone are both familiar, but some details have been omitted. My master will occasionally leave a few dots on the back of the
sorry.
letter.
Aduh, baru
One
main
dot
Genshin ya.
means that he wrote the
Ya
letter on
kalau
a
lu
sunny
lihat
day,
stream gue jadi kena
and 3
spoiler
dots
nih.
stand for a rainy day.
Sorry.
This has been a habit of his for many
Main
years.
Genshin tuh serunya dinikmati
But I
storynya
didn't find
soalnya
any
bro.
dots in his recent letters. I believe something may have happened to him.
I get it. Since you are always at Gandharvaville, you would like me, someone already working at the academia, to investigate this matter, right?
I'd like to ask you to do that for me. If you can keep yourself safe, please withdraw immediately at the first hint of danger.
I can do that, but I have a feeling it won't be that simple. The academia has been working on a big project.
Betul banget
I'm
Wina.
not quite sure what it is, but
Si
your
Venti
master might be
Gnosisnya itu
involved
udah.
with it. If the higher-ups really are hiding something,
Oh,
then it will be
Inazuma
difficult
udah
to
lumayan
remove
jauh
myself
bro.
from the situation
Semangat
once the
grindingnya, semangat.
investigation starts.
Main Genshin kita harus
If the
semangat
situation
nguli-nguli
becomes critical,
artifak, talent dan
I'll leave the
lain-lain.
academia.
Harus banyak sabar juga kalau lagi nggak
If you
hoki.
don't see me there for an extended period, that's your cue.
All right, we've got a plan. I'll stay at Gandharvaville to support you.
If that scenario comes to pass, you must be extra vigilant. And be wary of any messages or direct requests from the academia.
I must say, I didn't expect a warning like this from the General Mahamatra.
Being loyal to the academia doesn't mean blindly doing whatever the sages say. On that note, aren't you also being quite distrustful of your alma mater?
The academia, yes, but my master is a man of integrity. I suppose he's lucky to have lasted so.
I see. So you noticed something.
This may well be how Sino became involved in all this. In that case, I must keep my promise and help you however I can. Also, if you run into Sino again, please help me pass on a message to him. Trust your own senses and experiences. I think this may be something he needs to hear right now.
Kita tuh eksplorasi yang agak menderita tuh waktu di Liwe. Di Liwe banyak banget tuh manjat-manjat. Ya nggak sih? Kan gunung-gunung daerahnya. Inazuma lumayan juga. Kalau Inazuma puzzle-nya yang bikin otak mau copot. Puzzle itu buset.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. We'll be on our way.
Itu gue heran jujur guys, sama teman-teman gue yang main Genshin juga yang eksplorasi itu bisa sampai cepet persen gitu loh. Buset dah itu. Niat banget gitu.
According to Tainari, the doctor is leaving Sumeru soon. I want to check if the doctor was actually telling the truth. He also said that he'll take care of everything before he leaves. What did he mean by that? We need to be extra careful when dealing with a person like him. Just to be safe, let's chase him and see what we find.
But we have no idea where he went. How can we start chasing him?
We'll do it the mercenary way. I'll find leads as we go. All you have to do is just follow me. That Harbinger may have tried to cover his trail, but he still left some traces. Or perhaps he never
Wina aja
even thought
sampai
about
bingung
concealing
kan.
his whereabouts.
Memang ada orang
Maybe
yang
that's just
niat
how
gitu loh,
arrogant he
nge-grinding
really
sampai
is.
100% eksplorasi. Ini aku aja nih, kalau misalkan yang di daerah Sumeru ya boro-boro lah, emang masih jarang banget gue explore dan belum sempet nge-explore banget gitu loh. Nih paling ini yang 100% cuman ini doang nih monster, selebihnya ya cuman sampai 90. Orang-orang tuh niat bener-bener dicari sampai 100%, buset dah. No, terus ada lagi yang ekonomia aja aku baru 88% nih. Tapi kadang kangen sih kayak ekonomia. Itu si Hyros Gaming udah sampai ekonominya belum ya? Kalau udah sampai ekonominya siap-siap mata jadi biru gitu. Quest mah bawa santai dan nikmatin, nanti 4 jam kerasanya baru 2 jam. Wah, nice nice nice. Ekonominya belum. Oh ya, nanti kalau udah tuh siap-siap tuh mata agak jadi biru ya, soalnya daerahnya agak ya. Waktu Genshin Impact ngadain kuesioner atau survei gitu kan, gue jujur aja ya, gue ngisinya agak kurang, responnya kurang baik sama daerah ekonominya perihal bikin mata gue jadi ya biru gitu kalau nge-quest lama-lama, soalnya ntar kalau lu udah ngejalanin juga paham gitu bro. Maksud gue.
Yep, we're headed in the right direction. The traces are still fresh, but there's no sign of his entourage. Clearly they're in a hurry. It's just as I thought. We can stop here. I think I know where the doctor went.
Ekonominya udah lama kah bang?
To the south of
Ya,
Phoenix Port Ormuz.
udah lumayan lama sih.
Seems to be where
Waktu
they're
itu dia patch berapa titik berapa gitu.
They're going to leave by boat?
That's right. Let's go to the port and have a look for ourselves.
Tanggapan abang terhadap map itu emangnya apa? Tanggapan yang map di ekonomia ya? Yang di ekonomia ini. Sumpah, aslinya tuh ekonomia tuh ini loh apa? Seru loh kalau kita jelajah ya, karena kan dia dari asalnya Inazuma, terus dari yang apa tuh? Yang putran ini kan yang ini kalau nggak salah ya. Terus kita masuk ke sini terus tiba-tiba ke ekonomia ya, kalau nggak salah ya. Ya ampun, gue lupa inget. Ya disitulah terus tiba-tiba ke ekonomia. Kalau tanggapan gue di sini karena ini daerahnya kan, aku nggak mau spoiler soalnya Hyros kan belum tuh. Ya pokoknya agak bikin mata tuh capek gitu ngeliat monitor ya, mau monitor sebagus apapun kayak agak capek, tapi moga aja bisa kalian setting lah bener-bener kalian kalau di ekonomia. Bener loh, kayak aduh buset dah, apalagi daerah ekonomia kan di bawah tuh, jadi nggak ada sinar matahari langsung, kayak secara mata kita tuh ngelihatnya kayak ya jadi nggak enak ya, buset dah jatuh kita. Pokoknya gitulah. Kita langsung TP aja Port Ormuz. Sumpah ini juga salah satu daerah yang gue suka gitu, Port Ormuz. Gue kayak berasa ada di One Piece gitu loh sekilas. Buset, Kazuha gue jatuh. Oh, dikasih akun, ngelanjutin berarti ya.
The port is crawling with Fatui soldiers.
Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving.
Gue kagak merhatiin. Ya ampun, ulang.
Shh, don't. The port is crawling with.
Let's keep going and see what.
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him. It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Asli guardnya banyak banget woi.
But sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
Ih, dokter. Gue liat mana nih?
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru.
Oh, kita
Let's get
di sini
closer.
tugasnya ngintip aja, guys. Udah bener berarti.
This place will do. We can hide here while we keep an eye on the boat.
Dia sadar kagak ya?
Hah?
Kenapa nih? Kan?
He saw us.
Ngeri banget dia bisa tahu.
Huh? Is he waving at us?
Kak, voice-nya bahasa
It's
Inggris
time
kayak
to say
Assassin's Creed jadinya.
goodbye.
Iya.
Wait, is he the only person on the boat?
You mean there's
Ntar dulu
nobody
guys, kita fokus dulu nih. Ya mulai
Where are all the
kompleks
soldiers we
nih ya
saw on the porches
ceritanya.
now?
Seru
They
nih.
were all here just a few minutes ago, but now they vanished.
Ngeri
So
sumpah.
this was a trap.
No kan?
Wait, don't tell me that.
Kita dalam alam lain.
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
Kok nggak ada? Aduh, merinding.
They might be after Hypatia. Let's get
Okay.
back to Party's DI.
Hey guysnya.
What do you mean?
I'm afraid that she's seen something that she wasn't supposed to see. If I were the Fatui, I would also try to take her away. And if I couldn't...
Bang AR35 bagusnya ngapain aja?
Are you saying they're going to kill
Kalau aku dulu AR35 masih fokus ke talent sih. Kalau aku ya, aku mulai fokus grinding RT itu di 40 ke atas, 45 kalau nggak salah. Cuman ya orang beda-beda sih ya kalau strateginya main Genshin. Cuman kalau aku, menurutku worth it sih kalau grinding RT. Mau grinding RT itu di 40-an ke atas lah, AR45 tuh udah bagus kalau mau grinding. Aku dulu waktu AR segitu lebih AR35 ya, lebih ke ini sih lawan-lawan bos-bos kecil gitu buat naikin hero yang pengen gue naikin gitu statsnya. Oh iya bener. Jangan nguli RT dulu, bener. Kayak aku dulu AR45 baru nguli.
Our superior gave us permission to search for and
Iya, soalnya ada penjelasannya juga, bro.
Even
Kenapa kita AR35 jangan terlalu nge-grinding artifact banget. Ada penjelasannya. Kayak kita jatuhnya rugi.
It would seem that my work... You can keep trying to...
With all due respect...
Well, you only have your harbinger to blame. I may be staying at Party's DI as a scholar, but that doesn't mean I'm no... It is still my duty...
Then it seems our
Gini loh, waktu kita masih AR kecil kan, ada beberapa dungeon, bukan dungeon, domain. Domain tuh yang kayak, misalkan ya kita ambil contoh domain artifact yang di sini nih. Nih domain ini kan kebukanya dia step by step kan kalau kita naik AR berapa. Nah, biasanya kalau masih di AR35 itu kayaknya masih mentok di sini. Di sini tuh kita masih belum bisa dapat bintang 5 kayak RT yang bintang 5 yang kita pengen. Makanya kalau udah AR45 ke atas tuh udah kebuka yang ini nih kalau nggak salah yang Domain of Blessing 4 gitu. Ya kalau salah koreksi ya maaf guys. Kalau aku sih dulu gitu. Terus juga kalau misalkan masih AR40 tuh kalau nggak salah nih ya, baru kebuka yang 3. Kalau yang 3 nih change dapat bintang 5 masih ada, cuman kecil banget. Kalau yang ini nih yang terakhir udah pasti change-nya dapat bintang 5. Kadang kita nge-grinding artefak bintang 5 pun ya tahu sendiri kan. Kalau nggak hoki ya udahlah ya, nggak dapat artefak yang bagus. Jadi ngeselin.
There's no use resisting. Give us Hypatia.
Keep dreaming.
Yeah, Tainari, beat him up!
Teamwork is dreamwork.
The doctor's orders are absolute.
Yeah? You've been someone's lapdog for so long that you don't know anything else now.
We're not getting anywhere. Traveler, Paimon, please go to Hypatia. We need to make sure they don't try to sneak around and attack from behind.
Buat partian Nahida, Bang, ada saran nggak? Jujur, aku belum riset sendiri ya kalau untuk Nahida. Cuman kalau kamu tahu YouTuber namanya Neovoid, ya ini gua terus terang aja ya, Neovoid itu dia ngejelasinnya detail banget. Ini gue nyebut dia karena emang menurut gue penjelasannya bagus sih. Kalau mau cari-cari Nahida tuh cari informasi di YouTube-nya Neovoid. Dia kalau nggak salah upload tuh yang judulnya Nahida Broken apa ya thumbnail. Lupa juga di situ tuh buat partian Nahida. Tapi Nahida tuh ini sih apa dia fleksibel sih. Kayak kalau menurut aku sih gampang kalau kita mau eksperimen party dia masih masuk. Wih bentar dulu ada Sakramuch. Dot voice. Nahida buffnya buat apa ya BTW ya? Aku juga belum tahu, sorry banget. Ini jujur baru mau riset ya karena belakangan ini belum bisa main Genshin dan ini baru bisa main. Gue liat dia jadi di pesimisnya nggak ngotak. Iya benar. Pengendali Gundam gini ngeri loh dia loh. Sakramuch.
I can hear all of your thoughts, you know. Don't you remember? I already saw you the first time you came to Party's DI and made contact with Hypatia. I didn't need to do anything. It is her honor to be able to
katanya
connect
Nahida
her
buff sama
consciousness
crit.
with me.
Ya. Dia Nahida tuh fokus elemental mastery juga bagus. Soalnya dia Dendro enabler.
I know you must be
Kalau misalkan kalian mau crit rate bisa, cuman kalau bisa elemental mastery-nya udah bisa nyentuh 800-an tuh. Baru crit rate-nya mungkin kalau mau dinaikin bisa. Iya kalau nggak salah deh.
I wanted to observe you on a fool's errand.
Hey, traveler! What are you doing?
Wanderer abis Nahida rilis kan bang. Wah, gue lagi nggak ngikutin info Genshin kayak lik-lik gitu, jadi nggak tahu, sorry.
My deification is nearly complete. All that's left now are just
Kalau dulu gue bener-bener ngikutin bro, zaman gue belum sesibuk sekarang. Jadi kurang tahu info-info Genshin terbaru ke depannya bakal gimana.
To defeat a bona fide god like me, is it wise to force that childlike god into a divine battle against me? Scholars consider the god of wisdom to be the sum total of
Bayangin Sakramuch jadi setan.
But this also shows that humanity's worship of gods is a Yes. What is it?
Nah, ini dia nih.
Yeah, I'm in a good mood, which is why I'm talking to you like this.
Gue mau nonton Neovoid dulu bang. Iya silakan. Thank you udah mampir. Makasih lo infonya. Ya sama-sama. Thank you. Kak, kok jadi setan? Soalnya ini apa? Soalnya lihat aja nih. No, kayak setan. No. Kayak setan bukan jadi setan ya maksudku. Lihat aja no kayak arwah. Kayak arwah gentayangan di story-nya.
Almost make you sound like a friend who actually cares. But you're wrong. I'm different from all of you.
Mentang-mentang warnanya abu-abu.
My entire life up until this point.
Kalau Sakramuch jadi kayak setan di story-nya, si Paimon jadi kayak batu.
Just think about a sheet of paper. By itself, it holds no meaning. All I had recorded down before were some painful memories and boring human feelings. Such senseless drivel should have been erased a long time ago. Indeed, to me, the sight of you fools in your futile struggles is far more amusing. Tell me, just what has this world done for you to protect it with such zest and conviction? I'm connected to your consciousness, so I can hear what you're thinking.
Ngeri
and
banget.
sense the depth of your determination.
Oke bang, kamu
This is a
spoiler
good
boleh.
conversation we're having.
Spoiler apa nih?
So here's a word of
Story
advice.
Sumeru kah? Atau apa nih?
Let go of your misguided guardian complex. You know nothing about the truth. It'll be for your own good, as well as everyone else's. Humans are a species that can only find bliss in ignorance. Ah, you've seen my affection. She peered into my consciousness and saw my past. All gods need followers. So Hypatia has been chosen. Her appearance heralds my imminent arrival at the throne of divinity, while her worship shall become my glory.
Waduh, dia terobsesinya ngeri banget.
You're doubting me again? No matter. Soon, you'll know what kind of authority you're challenging.
Waduh.
Who wants to hurt my devout follower? The doctor wants to hurt my first follower? How very amusing. Has anyone ever told you that you're not good at sowing discord? The doctor has never known his place. Even now, the puny human thinks himself capable of interfering in the business of the new god. You're still too naive if you think a few words will be enough to convince me to destroy the doctor. But I'm willing to give you a gift.
Berarti Nahida nih kunci ya, merupakan bisa dibilang kunci ya.
It is an honor for you to be
Apa
able
sih
to
bisa dibilang?
stand here and speak with
Yeah.
me. As my listener, you will be rewarded. Both good things and bad things can be called gifts. After all, gods have never needed to be reasonable.
Paimon hears thunder! That person Paimon couldn't see was the Balladeer? Oh, he sure chatted with...
Asli ngeri sih nggak bohong.
Where is the storm headed?
Untung di rumah gue lagi nggak pas hujan. Kalau tau-taunya hujan terus geledek, berarti Balladeer lagi datang di rumah gue nih. Waduh.
That means anyone outside is in danger! Let's go! Tainari and Dia still must be fighting!
BTW mau dikasih teori dariku sama spoilernya. Sepertinya jangan dulu ya. Wih buset, kaget ada geledek anjay. Geledeknya dari Genshin. Gila, hujan badai. Halo. Wait, itu si Tainari tadi kesambar petir ya?
Have the Fatui retreated?
Iya, kesambar petir dia.
Hey, what happened to you?
He's hurt.
I'm fine.
Don't move. I've seen eremites get struck by lightning before. You need to rest.
Nanti aja selesai questnya lah.
We were fighting, and just as things started looking grim, the weather suddenly became extremely strange. Lightning started attacking everyone, almost as if it were alive. Luckily, there were only two of us, and both of us were nimble enough to dodge most of the strikes. There were a lot of Fatui, though, and they were being torn to shreds by the bolts of lightning.
With that, all the Fatui soldiers were forced to retreat. Why are you sorry? It's all right. I'm sure you also never expected this to happen. Don't blame yourself. My wound aside, you look like you've seen something unpleasant. Is Hypatia all right?
Bentar, ada temen kuliah chat tadi.
Hey, didn't I tell you not
Itu
to
bang
move?
pamit ya. Oke, thank you udah mampir.
Let's go to Hypatia's place.
Thank you.
And talk about things there.
Oke guys, sebelum lanjut sebentar.
Where I'm from, if we didn't keep moving, we'd freeze to death. Literally.
Mari kita cek. Let's go.
Thank goodness she's fine.
Hey, how about taking care of yourself first?
I understand my condition. The wound is not fatal. I'll be all right.
Ugh. The more you understand medicine, the worse of a patient you become.
I know. They always think they can push through the pain.
Oh, he sat down.
Let me rest for a bit. Sorry.
Okay.
So that's what you were talking to the balladeer about?
The Academia's God creation plan. How?
That sounds, ambitious, I guess? As long as I can enjoy every day with a drink in my hand, tasty food in my stomach, and a good night's rest, that's enough. I'll only work when I have to. I must be the least ambitious person who's ever set foot in Party's DI.
Don't say that. I haven't even thanked you for your help back there.
Don't mention it. Well, if nothing else, all this proves that the doctor really did have some urgent matter to attend to, and left maybe the Fatui want to...
You said the balladeer claimed that Hypatia has seen his past. So...
Have you noticed? The balladeer is not happy with the doctor's actions. He thinks the doctor has no right to consider himself as his equal.
So, if the doctor was to show up again, would the balladeer zap him with lightning?
Based on what the traveler has said, I think he would. Having the doctor gone benefits him as well as us. In other words, we've successfully completed this stage of the plan. The doctor...
Yay! That's...
I'm also happy for you.
Orang kayak habis
Thank you
kobam,
for the help,
kasihan.
Tainari. Make sure you rest up for now.
Yeah.
Okay, that wraps things up for us here at Party's DI. Traveler, it's about time we rendezvous with the others at the Grand Bazaar. Let's continue to keep a low profile. You...
Widih. 19.00. Buset. Harddisk gue ngelotnya lumayan nih kalau di Sumeru ya. Bawah.
No time to lose.
All right, everyone is here.
How did everything go? Any luck with your missions?
Let's report back one by one. We've made the necessary modifications to the Akasha terminal. In addition...
I'll go next. The Traveler and I went to Party's DI. The situation was a bit complicated, but we found Tainari. Unfortunately, he was wounded during a fight.
Who was behind it?
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui or the Balladeer?
Balladeer.
After some back and forth, we confirmed that the doctor is left. So, we've successfully removed the doctor from the picture.
Good.
Oh, Tainari also asked us to tell you this message. Trust your own senses and experiences.
Everything also went smoothly on my side. The Eremites should have arrived at their destination by now. To avoid alerting the quarry, they will stay.
I can't believe you actually got...
It's all thanks to Rahman and his brave team.
It appears to have been very effective. I'm glad to hear it. Well, is that everything? Okay, this meeting is adjourned.
Huh? Wait, you mean that's it?
Well, what else is there to discuss?
Shouldn't you end with some words of encouragement? You know, to fire us up now?
Personally, I'd rather we all go home and get some rest.
I'll hate them.
Oh, and if you wanted someone to say something to that effect, then I must reiterate that I'm here to strategize, and so you should find someone more suitable to do that.
But I thought all of you Academia big shots were great speakers.
Then I should remind you that I'm the scribe.
I know that. So what?
A scribe is responsible for recording meetings, not speaking.
Fine, whatever. Well, Sino doesn't seem to be much of a talker either. I guess that leaves it to my...
Employer?
Yep. The Traveler hired. That's right.
Yeah! Say something to boost morale!
Huh? What are you all doing here?
Waduh.
Oh, it's
Nilu.
Hey everyone. I'm not disturbing you, am I?
Not at all. I was actually just...
Judging from the group and all your serious faces, you were discussing something important, weren't you? But you also look like you're up to no good. Seems pretty interesting.
Semuanya langsung
Welcome, Nilu.
gayanya.
Would you like to join us?
Nah, ada Nilu nih.
Join you? You mean you also...
Yes. Nilu, are there any breaks in your performance schedule in the upcoming days?
Huh? I can't believe my ears. You are truly the bravest and most passionate people of Sumeru. Well, that... Oh, right. The Traveler and Paimon are not... I must have... But I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali. If I can somehow use my abilities to help you, then count me in.
Remember,
Nice.
believe in yourself.
Tuh Sino.
I'll get my friends at the Grand Bazaar to help us tomorrow.
Just remember not to say too much. Be discreet.
Yep, you got it.
All the preparations are done.
So, have you thought up what you'd like to say?
Yep. It's a grand plan and we're all super awesome!
Well said. A good night's rest before an operation can be the difference between success and...
Thankfully, I've had my place to myself.
Huh?
Oh,
Alright, let's all go home and get a good night's sleep so we can be up early tomorrow!
Okay.
Okay. So I guess that...
Yep, good night!
The next day.
Academia's Garbaha Day. We can finally put our plan into action. Alhaitham should be waiting for us. Let's go to the Academia and find him.
Time to go. Yeah.
Hello, you two. Sleep well?
Not really. Paimon got too nervous thinking about today and didn't fall asleep until what about you, Alhaitham?
Naturally, I slept just fine. After all, a good rest. It's crucial to discipline.
The only thing you're doing.
Anyway, do you need me to go over the game plan again? Our target is Grand Sage Azar's office. Many restricted commands and operations are executed via that.
You know, Paimon's been thinking.
That isn't something they could have accomplished with their scholarly talents alone. In the sanctuary of Surasthana, there's a device of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's that she once used to isolate herself while 500 years ago. The Grand Sage at the time modified the device so that it can no longer be controlled from the inside. They were effectively trapping one god with the power of another.
So...
Don't forget, today is Nyargarbaha Day, arguably the most important day to the Academia. The sages and core Academia personnel are busy loading the latest batch of research developments and legal decrees into knowledge capsules so that they can be entered into the Akasha. All the Darshan's researchers have their noses to the grindstone, and the Academia's grounds are flowing with all sorts of people. It's the perfect time for an infiltration. When the Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the entering process, that's our cue to access the console and free the Danger Archon. Well, yes. That's if precedence holds, the
Everyone should be in position.
Let's go. Yes.
Scribe? Please, wait. Are you Scribe Alhaitham?
Paimon dipanikan.
That's me. Is something the matter?
No. I was just surprised to see you. And, also, please don't bring outside guests into the Academia.
Outside guests? How did you arrive at such a conclusion?
Ooh.
Your groundless inference shames the Haravatat Darshan.
What did you say? I'm the top student in Haravatat, and I earned 3rd place at the last Inter-Darshan debate.
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, Look, based on what you already know, the purpose of my return and the reason they're here should be obvious.
Is that so? Wait a moment. The sages search for you. A blonde-haired traveler. Outside. So, from the start...
Hey, shh. Yes, you've proven yourself as the top...
As I expected.
It's nothing.
All right.
Ya, ada siapa lagi nih?
What the heck just happened now? What did he just guess?
I'm afraid I don't know either.
You have no idea?
Mm-hmm. He convinced himself that is the so-called pride of a scholar. If someone questions their nowadays, the Academia is rampant with this type of scholar.
Wow. So there are special ways to deal with smart people.
We shouldn't waste any more time. It would be problematic.
Is this the Academia's library?
Indeed. Known as the House of Dana, it is quite possibly the most extensive special collections library in Teyvat.
There are a lot of students going through here.
The Academia marches to a fast beat, especially since it's Nagarbaha Day. They're all occupied with their own matters. Just act natural. Now, hurry along.
What's this platform for?
It's a lift that Academia
Are we gonna take it then? The Grand Sage is up.
No, not right now. We can't guarantee.
You think the Grand Sage will exit from there? And after he does, we'd sneak past.
Who knows? However, if we can confirm Azar's current location, our operation will be much safer if we—
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location, look behind you.
What's Grand Sage Azar doing here?
Waduh.
Do not tell me you believed the Academia would not grow suspicious of you after such a prolonged act. An eyewitness had informed me of your whereabouts, so I came to personally welcome you.
Great Sage, I didn't expect you to care so much.
I'm sure, but compared to you, I am far more interested in these two. It's a pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet two of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. I do apologize. Excellent. You immediately initiated discussion instead of attempting to prepare some The foot traffic here renders this place unsuitable for discussion. Please, follow me to my office.
Okay. Paimon kaget.
This
Kenapa
place is
Paimon?
crawling with guards. There's no way out for us.
All right then, traveler. What today is Nagarbaha Day, so I still have many responsibilities to attend. If that is so, then you should be praising our great work rather than
Trivia.
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from me? Those are all completely worthless. Benefits, divine power. These materialistic words do
Udah jadi
nothing but
serem sih.
debase our great work, creating a god. Yes, we are using human wisdom to create a god. If humanity cannot attain omniscience and omnipotence, then we
Waduh.
shall create a god to reveal them. This is the pinnacle of human wisdom. We shall regain a god's guidance at long last. No longer will we flounder in the Even Ermin's soul will be freed from its... For our nation of scholars, this is the ultimate aspiration. No, you will never understand the rapture of having a god be... Gods exist on a plane that far eclipses humanity. Care for the people, fend off sandstorms, fabricate silly fairy tales. We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Though I may have personally not seen it, our forefathers bore witness to true wisdom. The ascension of the Lesser Lord has brought nothing but bewilderment to the scholars. They all ask, is that truly what true wisdom is supposed to look like? With that in mind, it is better to keep her isolated in the sanctuary of Suristhana, so our academy will not become embroiled in turmoil.
What a pathetic justification. Do you really think that only the super smart or powerful should be able to call themselves gods?
As per your judgment, Grand Sage, they are indeed dangerous individuals. Not only are they acting against the Academia, but their ideologies have the potential to lead scholars astray. Looks like there really was merit in my assignment.
Alhaitham? Are you talking about us?
Anyway, I've brought them to the Academia as ordered, but it took some time and trouble. Oh, that reminds me. Here's the investigation report you had requested. It's a summary of my time spent with the Traveler, an array of information about him ready for your perusal.
Alhaitham? So we finally started to trust you!
Parah sih.
Excellent. Detailed contents with no errors. I would expect nothing less than an immaculate report from the scribe. As it is Niagarba-Hade, I'll enter the information on you into the Akasha. Surely you know what that means.
We'll be monitored, just like Sino.
With the Akasha's calculation prowess, all of your actions will be predicted with an accuracy of at least 98%. Furthermore, your data will be updated in real time whenever new information presents. To put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be walking under an invisible leash. This is Sumeru's greatest penalty for dishonest person. Are you not familiar with the concept that great responsibility begets an equally great suspicion? In any case, you are Sumeru's most concerning external variable. Locking you down will greatly decrease the chance of any undesirable outcomes come.
You're despicable!
Despicable? Perhaps from your perspective, but I suppose you would mentally prepare your ploy.
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following your plan.
Must I delineate you? First off, I received an eyewitness report that you were spotted with the traveler to Caravan
Tempatnya
Rebat.
bagus loh lokasinya.
However, you immediately departed for the desert and escaped
lokasinya
surveillance
keren.
range. Judging by the time, you all likely encountered the truant General Mahamatra in the desert.
Maybe Paimon shouldn't have mentioned.
The Academia had not received correspondence from its scribe for a prolonged time. You were also in the company of the traveler. With their instigation, what was the probability that you would betray the Academia?
Regardless, that's only a guess. The facts are that I've brought...
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. To think that despite status as an outlander, the traveler is still willing to sacrifice for the sake of your plan. If I'm correct, you have a contingency plan to save Lesser Lord Kusanali and ruin our great work. Sneak into the Academia on Niagarba-Hade using Alhaitham's status as the scribe, for there is a good chance that an opportunity to save the Lesser Lord will arise. Should your intentions be discovered, Alhaitham will turn traitor and sacrifice the traveler, thus proving his innocence. He can then stay inside the Academia and continue searching for a way to proceed forward. As for Sino, according to the Akasha's calculations, he will soon return to the Academia and confront me in person.
You'll see me as a traitor regardless of what I say. Even if you impugn me, it would have little effect on
you. You misunderstand. Losing our scribe would irreparably damage. However, under the current circumstances...
You said that I betrayed the Academia, but you, Azar, you've betrayed all of Sumeru, betrayed its Archon.
So flight is turned to...
Cutscene, guys.
Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine knowledge capsule.
Traitor! You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, Alhaitham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power.
Azar!
Refleksnya ada yang nyamatin.
He has gone completely insane.
Waduh, kena gebuk.
Take him to the Matra and exile him to Aru village.
Waduh.
Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Niagarba-Hade. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
Excellent. You may begin.
nih lu. Travelernya kalem-kalem aja, Paimonnya panik, buset.
Oh, yeah. Paimon got a bit carried away there. How was Paimon's acting just now? Great, huh? Everything's going according to plan so far. We made it into confinement, and Alhaitham's probably done with his part too. We even managed to trick Grand Sage Azar. What are we doing next? Paimon has trouble remembering things when she's worked up. Right. Paimon thinks it went something like this.
Apart from that, we still have yet another goal in the first stage of our operation, which is to send the Traveler to the confinement room.
What? Why do we want to get him locked up on purpose?
He's always been the person the sages are most
Flashback-
afraid of, as
flashback
well as the
lagi.
greatest obstacle to their successful implementation of their plan. They are very aware of the risk he poses to them. Once the Traveler is imprisoned, the sages will likely think that everything is under control, and with their guard down, the next phase of our plan will have them.
I can already.
Oh, that's a super tricky plan. But Paimon still thinks it's not really worth it.
That isn't the only reason, of course. He has a more important task once he's in confinement. According to the Academia scholars in Ramon's custody, Lesser Lord Kusanali has sealed off. That way, they can't pry any more information from her. Even if we break into the sanctuary of Surasthana, it will take time to awake.
So our job is to wake up Nahida.
The confinement room is inside the Academia, close to the sanctuary of Surasthana. It's a completely enclosed space, and you won't be receiving any visitors. I'll work with Ramon's scholars to make some modifications to your Akasha terminal. Once you're in, get as close as you can to Lesser Lord. However, as for whether she'll...
Oh, no wonder you've been wearing your Akasha terminal today. It's the one that Alhaitham modified. Paimon thought they'd take our Akasha terminals when they locked us up in here. Were they being careless? Alright, so what now? Sounds easy enough. We can finally talk with... There's a light flashing on your Akasha terminal. It's almost like... the faster it blinks, the better the signal.
Di sini ada chest kagak ya? Wih, penjara.
Whoa, it's Mora. Ooh, Mora. No, Paimon, we're not here to hunt for treasure. Is this the right spot? Are you getting
Itu lubang pintunya muat sama Paimon lo anjir. Flashback ke rencana itu. Ya. Bener banget, Paimon sebenarnya bisa itu. Logikanya kayak pas kita nonton SpongeBob si Plankton di penjara, nah Plankton sendiri kan kecil banget tuh. Dia bisa keluar dari jerujinya sebenarnya. Wih. Waduh. Ada barrier. Tiba-tiba sunyi begini, ngeri banget.
Nahida!
Traveler ngomong cuy. Ya ngomong Nahida doang.
Nahida!
Masih turu dia. Malah post bear.
When did it first start?
Waduh.
Oh, right. It started from the moment I was born. I want to become a worthy Archon. So I've kept studying. Kept listening to my people and their hearts. Kept looking for a way to save Irminsul. So I can catch up. Catch up to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But I'm stuck in the sanctuary of Surasthana. The sages are creating a god to replace me. And I'm forced to lock my consciousness in this boundless darkness.
Nahida! Nahida!
Oh. Masih turu.
It's so quiet here. Now that I think of it, I don't think I've ever actually listened to my own inner voice.
Aduh.
Do Archons have them? Should Archons have them? Have I been doing the right thing?
Lah Dendro pakai anemo. Lah Ether kan ajaib. Emang udahlah biarkan saja.
Am I really not needed?
Backsoundnya mengingatkan pas gue lagi ada di ekonominya gak sih?
How do I really feel about all of this?
Gak cuma di ekonomi deng, ada di scene mana gitu. Lagunya enak tuh. Ini Storm Terror. Sedih sih tapi ini.
It's so quiet here.
Since you're the god of wisdom, you've known the answers to all these questions since the very beginning.
Who are you? Whose voices? You're right, though. I won't ignore my own voice anymore.
Gila. Barriernya. Ayo jangan kehabisan bensin.
Nahida!
Woi.
Nahida?
Did you wake me up? Thank you. Why are you here?
We're here to rescue you. Are you alright?
I'm fine. It's just... when I think of everything that's happened to me, I feel really angry now.
You should have been angry ages ago.
Huh? Oh, you're back! How's
You-
everything?
Hey, so
Great! We weren't locked up for nothing. When you went to wake up Nahida, Paimon was you were out for a long time. There are fewer and fewer scholars going
malah
about now.
kepengen
You think everyone's done with their Nyagarba
ya habisnya dia lucu banget si Ether pakai elemennya buat mecahin barrier. Bayangin aja, udah barrier udah mau pecah nih, tiba-tiba ketutup lagi barriernya gara-gara kurang kekuatan gitu. Untung aja nggak gitu kejadiannya.
Nilu, are you sure about this? You're taking such a great risk for them.
I'm sure, and I'm going. You know that I don't like to pass up any...
All right. You seem... But if anything happens...
Don't worry. They've been through...
All right. You know, if you really do...
Thanks, Mr. Zubair. You're so very kind.
Wih, Nilu. Gara-gara kekuatan yang hilang, kayak adegan anime-anime gitu. Ini Nilu kayak Demon Slayer nih. Kalau tahu Demon Slayer, pernapasan air. Set.
Nilu, how's it going? Nervous?
Definitely more than usual.
It's okay. Just focus on your performance.
You sure know how to talk. Take it.
Well, thank you both. I'll have to treat you to a meal after all this ends.
Oh, nggak nonton.
I
Okay.
really appreciate all of your help.
Ooh, that sounds great.
All right, let's get back to business. Nilu, we'll be here to keep people from going to the academia so they don't...
I was planning on telling them something like, the academia's been conducting a weird experiment.
Itu tanduk
and
Nilu
some of their
beneran
test
tanduk,
subjects
bukan
escaped.
abal-abal.
It's really dangerous there, so stay away.
Dekorasi nggak sih?
couldn't
bukan
think of
dekorasi, apa
anything
perhiasan
better?
nggak sih? Gue juga nggak tahu
Well,
sih
I
sejujurnya.
guess it does sound...
I think it sounds great. I'm counting on you guys.
Don't worry, it'll be a piece of...
Kayak perhiasan. Ya belum nonton Demon Slayer soalnya kayak ceritanya berat banget. Gak berat sih ceritanya, tapi recommended sih. Seru-seru. Ceritanya seru. Ya beratnya sih lebih ke ini sih, mengoreksi si emosional. Buat orang yang kalau orang itu tipe perasa terus nonton Demon Slayer di momen tertentu tuh bisa kayak ya kalau lagi sedih banget. Lagi
Hey, Nilu. Sorry,
momen
it's
apa
great
ya
to see
kayak
you,
terbawa
but I'm
banget.
really busy right now.
Bagus
Our
pembawaan
bait people
animenya.
away with Yalda Candy's plan is working beautifully. Do you want some candy?
Vihar, thank you so much for... I'll pass on the candy, though. I cut back on sweets in the period leading up to a performance.
You have a point.
Yeah, thanks to you. I'm really grateful. All right, time to hit the stage.
You're welcome. The honor's all mine, since I'll have such a great view of the show.
Karakter yang bertanduk itu ada dua. Yang bertanduk berarti apa dong selain Nilu? Yang mana ya yang tanduk? Wait, ada cutscene nih, sepertinya mengkeren ini. Tarik napas, buang. Stres pun hilang. Asik.
I've never seen a performance like this. This is incredible.
Yeah, but I heard that public performances like these have been banned. I can't believe she's doing this here.
Oh iya, ada ganyu. Iya benar. Gak inget. Ya ampun, lupa ada ganyu.
Issue the new prohibition
Ganyu kan
act
ada
from
tanduknya.
Akasha to the guards. They'll know what to do. Do you think we should, like, stop her?
Let's just watch for a little bit longer.
Keren banget, woi. Kabur. Paimon masih panik, saudara-saudara.
It sounds like a lot of guards just ran by. Does this mean the plan has moved on to the next stage? Yep. It's come to think of it. When did Alhaitham replace the knowledge capsule that was Oh, so that's when he did it! Paimon was too nervous to notice. Speaking of, didn't Alhaitham also yoinked the divine knowledge. It's a time-tested. Why are we complimenting him? Yeah, he's smart and all, but he's
Nahida bisa kabur juga.
Let's review our plan for this stage again. It's not like we have anything else to do right now. Paima remembers that Nilu's task was supposed to go a bit like this.
Now that Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness has been forcefully sealed, the core figures of the academia and their with the doctor's technological support.
How despicable of them to
But I was originally asked to draft the knowledge capsule for the artistic performance. It should be on the Grand Sage's desk right now, and will be entered into the Akasha during the next Nyagarbaha Day.
Are they really going to stop all artistic performances?
I'll make an identical knowledge capsule, but this time, I'll smuggle some misleading information into it. We only need to find an opportunity to switch the capsules. Once it's been entered into the Akasha on Nyagarbaha Day, the sages would definitely use that opportunity to announce the ban. And so
Sure sounds complicated. But it seems like if everything goes well, we'll be able to get rid of all the guards in the academia without any effort.
Kamu nanya,
That's
Nahida
pretty
di
clever,
mana?
getting right into
Kamu
their
bertanya-tanya.
I just have one question. Even if we manage to get the
Itu
misleading
rame
info out
banget
to the
coy,
guards,
jadi viral.
how can we be sure that they'll believe it?
Kamu nanya,
people who are
asik.
used to relying on the Akasha become less inquisitive, and their ability to distinguish truth from misinformation
Orang
is
mau nanya
significantly
jadi malah
reduced.
dibalik nanya.
They will
Aduh.
view everything the Akasha releases to them as the unequivocal truth.
The Akasha will turn humans into machines.
Yikes. Good thing I didn't wear it for long when I was working in Sumeru City. At first, I thought it was a good thing too. By the way, this plan still requires a performer, right?
Do you have someone in mind?
Nilu of Zubair Theater. I know her really well. We can trust her. I'm kinda hesitant to ask her to participate in a dangerous...
All right. After the guards in the academia are gone,
then it'll be time for me and my... Here they come. Did you see that, Raman? They came out from the academia in droves.
After laying low in the city for so long, this is the moment we've been waiting for. My brothers have already sprung into action.
We couldn't do anything to them inside their coop, but outside the academia, this is our hunting ground.
With a lioness like you, the prey sure won't be able to run far.
We still need to eliminate the guards as soon as possible. If we give the sages enough time to realize what's happening, the plan's doomed.
All they've done is to sit on their cushy salaries and twiddle their thumbs all day while we fought and struggled every day in the desert.
Speaking of which, most of the guards who report directly to the Six Sages belong to the Corps of 30, but they have a completely different reputation. Following those blasted sages every whim, throwing away all the principles...
Indeed, the trap has been set.
All right, let's each take a road and herd those scattered guards back into one place. Make sure to attract their attention. Isak will be the key.
You gave such an important
Sebelum
task
nanti,
to that child.
ini moga aja nggak sampai jam 5 lewat ya. Gue nanti sebelum mau closing mau gacha nih.
So let's put our hope in him. Besides, even if he's caught, the guards would be too scared to do anything to him. They've never seen Lesser Lord Kusanali.
You've got a point.
Mungkin kalau ada kesempatan lanjut malam mungkin ya.
Let's head out.
Good luck.
Yo, iyalah. Karena ya F2P gini jadinya harus nabung-nabung dulu biar gacanya bisa rada puas gitu. Wih.
This outfit. Hey, do you remember what you need to do, Isak? When the guards get here, you'll pretend to be Lesser Lord Kusanali and run away from them.
Oh, yeah.
Kasian amat ini.
Relax. Don't think about getting caught. You only need to think about getting the guards' attention and leaning...
Okay, got it. I'm here to pay back Lesser Lord Kusanali for helping...
Hey, they're here. I can see the academia guards.
All right, it's time, Isak.
Nih, nggak harus kita yang jalanin kan? Oh ya, nggak harus. Nih NPC kalau lari begini nih. Mohon bersabar.
Why is there a guard over there? Did he already run ahead of me?
Nah, kayaknya kita deh yang harus gerakin.
Different from our plan, but there's no time. I need to make a
Huh? Did I just... I'd better go have a look. Were my eyes playing tricks on me? I should go check to see if someone's hiding over there. There seems to be nothing here.
Sumpah serem banget sih.
Good thing they didn't find me. I was close.
Lari lagi.
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali's over there! Stop!
Ngumpet.
No, they found me. Where's...
Bodoh amat, kabur ke sono.
Suspected to be Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Salah ya? Kalau dia masuk sana malah gampang ditangkap. Ya nggak sih?
Where did she go?
Nggak
How
tahu dah.
did she disappear? Did we lose her? Hurry up and find...
Hey, why is your team here? Didn't we say to split up our search?
Hurry!
Oh.
This place is... Why are you all here?
Yeah,
Kita berhasil
isn't it
mengecoh
one
mereka.
heck of a coincidence. Everybody's here. What on earth is going on? I suppose that's all of you?
Iya, seru sih.
Did you set us up?
Ngumpet.
What are you planning?
Phew, that was rough. I almost got caught.
Little brat? So you're not actually Lesser Lord Kusanali? Who exactly?
Just some colleagues. Think of this as a business competition.
Ooh.
After stepping into our traps, stop thinking of yourselves as hunters.
Wih. Rame, cuy. Anjay. Udah siap. Weh, kungfu.
An ambush? How's that possible?
You've spent all your time hiding away in the academia. This place has long since become our hunting ground. Brace yourselves.
Ngeri.
This is odd. The academia has quieted down after the conclusion of the Niagarbaha Day ceremonies. Where are the guards? Why have I not seen a single one? Guards?
Grand Sage, how may I be of assistance?
I called for the guards. Why did you come?
My apologies. Right now, all Academia guards have entered the city to perform the order to...
Arrest? I have an ominous...
arrest Lesser Lord Kusanali, right?
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes. Right now, everyone is in a panic, and many are saying that...
What happened? Lesser Lord Kusanali somehow escaped? Was it Alhaitham and his party that freed? That's impossible. The Academia is heavily guarded today, and any order to release Lesser Lord Kusanali would be strictly confidential. What manner of trickery did they employ? How could Lesser Lord Kusanali disappear?
Ini mastermind-nya ngeri banget nih yang bisa bikin jadi terkecoh
How
begini.
was the arrest order distributed to the guards?
It was issued by the Akasha earlier today. Only you have the authority to send messages like that, so I thought it was your order.
Let me check.
Mungkin ini sih nggak gelut, kayak lebih ke argumen dulu. Ini kalau gelut pasti keren sih. Kayak yang pas si Kazuha ini loh, apa perang di daerah Inazuma itu, yang ada Goro terus muncul Kokomi, itu keren banget sih scene-nya. Parah.
Indeed contains this information, and it clearly appeared in my mind. How did they bypass my permission? Was it the report about... No. Well, even if I... Have you been to the sanctuary of Suris...
Confirm. It may be a bit offensive. How can the information in the Akasha... If we have to confirm the information and... Then how is that any different from us learning that information ourselves?
In the beginning, it was I who asked you to believe in the Akasha. To believe in...
No, Grand Sage. I'm merely confused because...
Stay here and see if there are any suspicious...
Yes, Grand Sage.
Iya kan, keren banget itu, serius.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Suristhana. Go to the city and arrest the escapee immediately. How can that be? Stop thinking about it. Stop. It must be a trick of theirs. As long as I personally confirm it. Ah!
Boom. Apa yang terjadi?
Impossible. That's impossible. There must be something wrong with my eyes.
What a comical sight as are. Once the
Mahamatra.
Akasha has put certain thoughts into your head, even the Grand Sage can no longer see what's right in front of him. You all can only see the world in your mind. And precisely because of this, you disregarded Lesser Lord Kusanali's existence. She has been a wise and worthy Archon.
Sino, have you been waiting for a chance like the Akasha predicted that you would return to the Academia to confront me? But I didn't expect it to turn out like this.
No, you were blinded. Your faults stem from—
I truly did not expect a proud person like you to cooperate with Alhaitham and the Traveler.
People change, Azar. Admit it. The Akasha can't predict my actions anymore.
Then tell me, what have you found during your investigation?
You want to buy time? This is the sanctuary of Suristhana. Under your own regulations, even Academia staff— As for the investigation, I've at least confirmed that you are guilty of insurgency against the Archon. A serious crime.
So what? Did you do all of this so I would plead guilty in front of you, General Mahamatra?
No. I want you to plead guilty in front of the Archon herself. You once said that I had no standing to judge you. So now,
Waduh.
How about judgment in the name of a god?
Ketar-ketir nggak tuh?
How long do we have to wait? Paimon hasn't heard any sounds outside for a while. Yeah, but aren't you scared that we might be locked up in here for the rest of... Thinking about it, at least when Paimon thinks of Nahida being imprisoned alone in the sanctuary of
Boom, kebuka juga. Let's go.
Here comes your savior.
Paimon just knew you would come to rescue us!
You two really owe me some big—
Thanks a lot. Need Paimon to rub your shoulders?
No, that's, I'll pass.
What are you afraid of?
Now isn't the time to talk about being ticklish. Things in the city and on Sino's side are both going well. The guards that stormed out of the Academia are all taken care of. The Corps of 30 is in charge of the city's defenses, but we already talked to Aslan.
Kasihan itu
They've
Abah.
been fed up with the sages bossing them around. As long as it doesn't break their employment contracts, they'll turn to—
That's probably because you've been super great friends with them for a long time. So, how's Sino doing?
The Grand Sage is in his custody. Even I know how— Sino forced him to release— So, hurry to the sanctuary of Suris. We should have already rescued our Archon. Honestly, I didn't expect our— Alright, you two better go. I still have to clean up some messes in the city. See you around.
Yup. Ayo dong, berhenti dong. Next chapter baru lanjut. Ini udah jam... Wih. Oke. Naik dulu aja lah. Biar kita gacha guys, biar kita gacha. Ya nggak sih? Nah, lewat ini sih jam 5. Wih. Kalau jadi temennya Kli kocak kali ya. Baru jam 16.56 ya.
It's nice to meet you. This is the first time we've met in real life. Before, we've only met in dreams, consciousness, or when I was in someone else's body. Thank you so much for coming to rescue me. But I also need to apologize. During this time, I did some self-reflection. My sense of inferiority and yielding to the academia led to all of this. Exactly! We're here because you're a good Archon and what... Thanks, you too. Amazing. So this is how it feels to walk out of that cage with my own body.
Untung dia dewa ya. Bayanginnya kalau misalkan dia udah dikurung gitu lama, terus tiba-tiba dibebasin. Kalau orang biasa nggak bisa jalan, cuy. Kalau dia langsung aja.
But now doesn't seem to be the time to indulge in this.
Iya, dari kupingnya elf banget.
Really embarrassing. It's okay. With you here, there's one more thing. What is it? For all the things the academia did to me, and for all the folly it committed in the name of wisdom, as their Archon, I will make them pay. Ah, wow! That's the spirit! I understand now. To be a better Archon, I first need to better myself. If you haven't even figured out how to be a caterpillar, how can you be a butterfly? Yes, true. That reminds me. We need to hurry and prevent the birth of I need to make some preparations. Since I'm now free, I can establish a direct link to the Akasha and control it.
Ngeri.
First things first. I need to remove the restrictions that the doctor put on me in the Akasha. After that, I'll make some adjustments and revoke
Kayak lucu aja gitu ya. Pemimpinnya bocil. Tapi bocilnya pemikirannya luas wawasannya itu. Nahida.
The academia betrayed Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's trust. This might take some time. In the meantime, you should also work on your own preparations. If we don't stop the God creation plan in time, we'll be in for a tough...
Alright. Kasih lanjut.
You might as well prepare for a fight.
Oke.
We can take a walk around. After all, we missed out on a lot of stuff when we were
Ini
locked.
kita ya cancel dulu ya. Kita lanjutnya ya kalau ada waktu lain. Kita mau gacha nih sebelum gue udahan. Sebentar. Achievementnya diambil semua dulu. Wih, gacha. Kita standar dulu aja. Oke. Emas dong. Ya, gimana sih? Gak hoki nih, gak hoki. Udah, hokinya di banner Nahida. Let's go. Ya, Razer. Lumayan, Razer saya berapa tuh? Ya ampun, jelek banget hokinya. Noel. Dapat nggak nih ya? Gue udah pesimis nggak dapet ya. Kelas. Oke. Ini kenapa hoki gue jelek banget ya? Bentar. Satu-satu. Lupa deh, ini PT berapa ya? Nggak, belum dapat ya. Mohon bersabar, ini ujian. Pas. Ya. Belum dapat. Sabar. Ada saatnya dapat. Bang sabar dulu aja. Maaf Anda kurang beruntung. Tapi lumayan, Razer tadi dapat Razer jadi Konstel 5. Terus tadi dapat, bentar. Kalau yang bintang dapat senjata ini loh, ini lumayan banget tadi. Elemental Mastery nih. Wes, refinement 5. Jarang sih yang make. Asli. Ini apa? Jelek banget hokinya. Kalau Noel tadi tuh ini nggak bisa dikonstelasi lagi soalnya udah C6. Noel mana nih? No, udah C6. Ya paling gitu sih. Emang lagi nggak hoki, tidak bisa dipaksakan. Sudah biasa untuk para player Genshin bila tidak hoki ya. Ya sudahlah. Pas banget nih udah jam 5:03. Pamit dulu ya. Thank you yang udah nemenin gua berpetualang di dunia Genshin pada siang sampai sore hari ini. Semoga kalian sehat-sehat selalu. Thank you. Sampai berjumpa di lain kesempatan guys.
It is the last link I